Hello and welcome to the CUFI Weekly. I'm your host, Kasim Hafiz. Hello and thank you for joining us on another episode of the CUFI Weekly. This week I'm going to be talking about Quds Day. Quds Day is taking place tomorrow, and if you're not familiar with what that is, let's talk about it. So essentially, it is marked for the final Friday in Ramadan, and it was the invention of the founder of Iran's Islamic Republic, Ayatollah Khamenei. And basically what this day is supposed to be about, according to Khamenei, remember this is the same Khamenei who chanted death to America, death to Israel, pledged to the destruction of Israel and America. So let's just get those things out there first. To show support for the Palestinian people and oppose Zionism. And what's really interesting is that there's only a few countries who have had the courage to ban these rallies. Germany have banned it in Berlin. While these countries talk about tackling antisemitism, which is at global high rates, it is spiraling, it continues to increase, they're not taking action against a rally which is happening in many of their cities, which incites antisemitism, which uses anti-Semitic language, which makes death threats against the world's only Jewish state, and makes death threats against America itself. It's absolute lunacy. And what's even more bewildering to me is these things, these events, these Quds Day rallies, are the brainchild of the Islamic Republic of Iran and Khamenei, a man who is responsible for the execution, murder, and torture of thousands of Iranians. A man who, by any metric, is a criminal, a human rights violator and criminal, yet something that he inspired, something that he created is being exported to Western cities all over the world. Very few nations have made the lives of ordinary Palestinians as miserable as the regime in Iran. With their support of Hamas, Islamic Jihad, and other terrorist groups in Gaza especially, they have made life for the ordinary Palestinian who wants a better life for his family, for his children, absolutely intolerable. They have been responsible for funding and supporting attacks on Israel. Unlike any sovereign nation, when Israel defends itself, Hamas hide behind these civilians. So any idea that they are standing with the Palestinian people is laughable if it wasn't so sad. They're responsible for the misery for many Palestinians, as they have been globally for the misery of Syrians and people in Yemen the world over. It is absolutely horrific. So as these rallies take place tomorrow, in our cities, in our towns, all over the world, we need to be sure that we're highlighting how disgusting this is, how hypocritical this is, and how they are fueling anti-Semitic violence, anti-Semitic rhetoric, and hatred. And I'll tell you one final thing. These rallies, like I said, the brainchild of a man who was responsible for the torture and killing of thousands of Iranians, innocent Iranians. These rallies where you have children holding up signs that Zionism will die, death to Israel, death to America. Children don't even really know why they're there or what they're doing, but this is what they're being subjected to. While this will happen, while violence will be incited against Jews and Israelis and Americans, people will remain silent. Those same voices which I am constantly talking about on social media, in the general media, who are so quick to jump on Israel for defending itself, will remain silent as anti-Semitism and hatred is spread on streets all over the world. This is why you must be a voice. That is why CUFI exists, to shed light where there is darkness. For Zion's sake, do not remain silent. Until next week, this is Kasim Hafiz for the CUFI Weekly. God bless.
Thanks for checking out today's episode of CUFI Weekly. If you enjoyed this episode and want to stay up to date with the latest news from the Middle East along with topics involving US-Israel relations, please be sure to like and subscribe. And remember to click that notification button so that you are notified every time a new show is uploaded.